Welcome to the show, guys. We're talking full NFL, yes, Week 11 already preview. We're talking a little bit of news and notes, fantasy football injuries. We're talking spreads. We're talking projected winners. I'm breaking it down for you guys here solo today, here Thursday, NFL Week 11 preview. Before we get into the show, this show is brought to you by Pristine Auction. We're giving away, guys, this is huge, a signed Stefon Diggs helmet. Look how nice this is, speed helmet. It's absolutely beautiful. To enter, if you're listening in the car, wherever you're listening to, pull over, go to pristineauction.com, pristineauction.com, sign up using code SWAGLION. Okay, guys, very simple. You're entered for these draws. They're ongoing. We just gave away a Tyreek speed helmet. We just gave away a Darren Waller signed jersey. We just gave away an Alvin Kamara speed helmet. Amazing giveaways. Wait till you see what the December giveaway is. It's going to be phenomenal. And to enter for all of these draws ongoing, pristineauction.com, guys. Use code SWAGLION. Go sign up right now. All right, so let's talk about the show. If you are new to the show, make sure you guys do subscribe. Leave a thumbs up. It helps the channel. And let's dive into this right now. All right, so we got the first game here. Now, if you guys are watching this Thursday morning, if you're not forward past 2 minutes or so, as we get to the other matchups. So Thursday Night Football, we've got the Atlanta Falcons here, guys, at home. They are 6.5-point underdog to the New England Patriots. Now, with this matchup here, I think I'm going to go with the desperate team. I understand that the Falcons are the underdog, but they are the desperate team. They are 4-5. They need a win coming off a tough loss. I mean, last time they played, I believe they had it was a bad game for Matt Ryan. It was a bad game overall. So 4-5 versus 6-4. Mac Jones here playing 6.5-point favorite for the Patriots. 47 is the over/under. Again, I'm taking the points. I'm taking, prime time, Matt Ryan. Kyle Pitts has a good game from a fantasy perspective. I think Kyle Pitts and Matt Ryan both have a safe game. Mac Jones, they got Stevenson. They've got other running backs stepping up. It's been interesting with the Patriots as I don't touch any fantasy football running backs from the Patriots. In regards to this game, again, I think it's going to be entertaining because there's fantasy relevance, and I find myself watching games simply because of fantasy relevance. It's just the way it is. So I'm going to be watching this game for the fantasy aspect of it. Overall, I think, Atlanta could cover. It's going to be a tight game, and I think, Patriots could end up winning, but I'm going all in on Atlanta. It's a little bit biased, okay, guys? So when you're talking bets, I'm going to go spread here, Atlanta. All right, so next matchup here, let's go to the 1 o'clock games, okay, guys? Before we do, I forgot to mention it, go to manscaped.com. Guys, Christmas is around the corner, and get yourself a trimmer. I've been using their shampoo and conditioner and body wash. Amazing product, guys. Go to manscaped.com. Shower line, save yourself 20%. I forgot to plug them at the beginning. Got to plug them right now. Amazing product, guys. Try their body wash. Smells amazing. And you smell amazing as well. Manscaped.com. Shower Lion is the code. Shower Lion, save yourself 20%. Christmas is here. Treat yourself. All right, 1 o'clock games. Jacksonville at home. They are 6.5-point underdog to the 49ers coming off a big win. I'm not sold on Jimmy Garoppolo being as sensational as he was versus the Rams. I'm really, really not. So I look at this matchup and I see a team that's 6.5-point favorite on the road. Jacksonville, 2-7. They could be hungry, man. Could have a resurgence here. I mean, they've been playing horrible all year, but they are at home, man. They're at home. And I understand San Fran's got the momentum. 6.5 points, it seems like tempting to take. So up to you guys on this one, but 45.5 is the over-under. Deebo Samuel had a phenomenal week for fantasy. I mean, you got to start him. James Robinson's been consistent. I got to start him. Again, with Garoppolo, I don't know if I'm really sold. I'm not sold on what I saw, but again, we'll have to see. Everybody has bad games. Maybe the Rams did the last time they played, but let's see if the 49ers are for real. They should slaughter the Jacksonville Jaguars if that was true. And again, this one could go any way. Okay, guys. Let's talk about the Tennessee Titans at home, hot team in football, 8-2 versus the 1-8 Texans. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Tennessee at home, 10-point favorite, 44.5 is the over/under. Great fantasy football matchup. I'm going to do starts and sits tomorrow, but Ryan Tannehill, phenomenal matchup this week. If you are looking at the Texans, Cooks is probably a good option. Tyrod Taylor starting if you're desperate at a quarterback. But again, with this one, it should be a blowout for Tennessee. 10 points is, I think, a little modest. I think Tennessee takes this. That's pretty obvious. This is going to be a good one here. NFC South versus NFC East. We got at home Eagles, 1.5-point favorite versus Trevor Siemian and the Saints that are on the road. 43.5 is the over-under. Jalen Hurts, my guy. I'm invested in all the sports cards. Jalen Hurts is, hot, coming off a big week. Him and Devontae Smith connecting. It's going to be interesting to see how he does. Does he carry that momentum? It seems like he's got some swagger going. Must-win situation here for the Eagles at home, who are favored for a good reason. I think they take it. Bears, very lackluster 3-6 record here. 5-point underdog here to the Ravens, who are going to be on the road. Lamar Jackson, 5-point favorite against Justin Fields, who, again, has kind of been up and down a little bit. Hard to trust. I do like Darnell Mooney here, who is a little questionable, but he should play. He's a little banged up, but he's good to go. Darnell Mooney has been consistent, like absolutely consistent as they come. And I'm going to go ahead, and I believe in Darnell Mooney. He was just limited in practice on Wednesday, but he was targeted at least 5 times in 8 of the last 9 games of the season. He has 2 touchdowns in the last 4 games, okay? Should see a similar workload this week. I'm liking what's going on with Darnell Mooney here. Again, 5-point underdog are the Bears at home. I mean, the Ravens should take this matchup, but the spread is kind of tricky, okay? Now, I did do a show on Our Games Fixed. Go check that out an episode or 2 ago. I had a special guest on, Brian Toohey. He wrote the book, The Fix Is In. Go back and listen to that episode. Very, very good episode on, if you're looking at spreads and bets and all that stuff, okay? Carolina Panthers, they're at home. Cam Newton finally back. This is going to resurge Robbie Anderson. As we saw, Darnold did not like Robbie Anderson. At home, 3.5-point favorite versus the Washington football team, who, again, have been banged up defensively. Weren't doing well defensively, and now Chase goes down. It's been rough for the Washington football team this year, who are sitting at 3-6 with Taylor Heineke supposed to be starting. And again, I'm going Panthers here. They've got the momentum there at home, and I understand why they're 3.5-point favorite. Going to be an interesting game to watch to see just what happens with Cam Newton. Other than that, that's it. This is going to be an entertaining game. Aaron Rodgers versus Kirk Cousins. Desperate team here, 4-5. Need a win. Do the Vikings, who are 4-5, playing their division rival here, NFC North. NFC North Packers are 2.5-point favorite on the road. 49.5 is the over-under. Should be a high-scoring affair here. A.J. Dillon, if you're looking at fantasy, a must-start. We have, Aaron Jones going to probably miss 1 or 2 weeks. Dillon's time to shine. Going to be interesting. And again, when you're looking at the Vikings, Jefferson was the hot one. Is it going to be Thielen again this year, who started off the year hot? Jefferson's kind of been taken over. Is Thielen going to emerge back? He needs a touchdown to get there. I think he's going to get it, okay? They keep giving it to Tyler Conklin. I called him Taylor Conklin, but it's Tyler Conklin. Kept getting all the work there. So I'm hoping now Thielen gets some of that work, okay? Going to be an interesting game. Division games, especially when a team is desperate, it's going to be entertaining. I'm going to like this one. Now, Cleveland at home, must win, 5-5 versus 0-8-1. What a weird record by Detroit Lions, who are an 11-point underdog on the road. Cleveland's got to win this game, 11-point favorite. I believe Kareem Hunt, I haven't looked at it, but I think Kareem Hunt should be coming back or close to coming back. It's always a running back disaster over there. Just take a look at the depth chart before they start. Take a look at the last-minute news and notes. But with Detroit Lions, DeAndre Swift, absolutely looking great last game. I think it was a record-high game for him. DeAndre Swift is a guy who is talented, who's on a bad team, but is really starting to make a solid impact in fantasy. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. He's getting the volume, getting the work. But Cleveland should walk away with this win here against Detroit, who has just been terrible all year. And all the TJ Hawkinson owners, and I understand, tons of volume was supposed to be there. And I was kind of the guy that said, yeah, Hawkinson, great year. But they're using him as a blocker more than a pass catcher, which has been, ludicrous. Like, use the guy. You guys know you have no receivers. Use them, right? Very frustrating offense all around with the Detroit Lions. Very hard team to trust in general for fantasy. I just saw some sleeper value with Amon-Ra St. Brown, but he hasn't really been phenomenal as well either. This game, I'm not going to spend too much time on. It's not even relevant, but at home Jets, 3.5-point underdog to the Dolphins on the road, who are 3.5-point favorite. Tua versus Flacco. Flacco getting the start. I mean, you're that desperate. You're starting Flacco. It's crazy. He's become the QB1 again. Absolutely ludicrous. I won't be watching this game. I'll be watching it to see what happens with Flacco, maybe. But again, we've got AFC East matchup. 2-7. Jets 3-7. Miami not really relevant, as playoff hopes for both these teams seems really out of reach. Colts Bills. This is going to be a good one. We got the red hot Carson Wentz versus the Buffalo Bills. And again, we are giving away that signed Diggs a helmet in a week or two. So make sure you guys get in pristineauction.com. Use promo code. What's the promo code on this one? Swag Lion for pristineauction.com. Get in for all the draws moving forward. And again, guys, we got Buffalo Bills 7.5-point favorite, 7-point favorite here at home. And, they've been heating up. Diggs, Allen had a good week. They've had some downs, but 6-3 solid. And then Carson Wentz, who's been pretty hot, man. Him and Pittman getting going. Jonathan Taylor, 50 points is the over-under. Buffalo at home. Again, that's why they're favored by 7 points. They are the home team. They've been a little more consistent throughout, a little bit of a better record. But don't be surprised if the Colts put up a solid fight here, as long as Carson Wentz does not make stupid decisions, such as, hasty throwing the ball away in a hasty manner all the time. He does crazy stuff. But again, I'm rooting for the Colts to cover the spread, maybe even win this game, but Buffalo has been strong, can be strong, okay, especially defensively. All right, this one here, 5-4 teams, AFC North versus AFC West, at-home Raiders, 1-point underdog versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Burrow, Carr, going to be an entertaining one for sure. It's a 4 o'clock game Eastern time. I like the Raiders here, especially being the dog at home. Josh Jacobs got to get going. I hate Kenny and Drake coming in, grabbing that volume. Joe Mixon's got a good matchup versus position, which I'll talk about in starts and sits tomorrow. Raiders at home here, man. And again, Derek Carr started off with his MVP type caliber season, kind of been cooled off since. Hopefully he gets that back in regards to Raiders' sake. But I think the Raiders take this, and it's going to be an entertaining one for sure. Dallas and KC. This is going to be probably the game of the week. We got another good one as well, but Seattle's not doing that well. There's a couple games of the week that I'm looking forward to. This is one of them. KC at home, 2.5-point favorite versus the Cowboys, coming off a massive win, who are sitting at 7-2 versus the 6-4 Chiefs at home. And if Dak continues to play well, continues to get that ball, in the air, get it to his receivers, Zeke continues to play well. They've got a good offense. Defensively, they've been doing well. I'm excited to watch this matchup. 55.5 is the over-under. Again, I think Cowboys being the underdog, it's tempting to take them at 2.5. This could go either way. Chiefs finally starting to heat up. But if Cowboys can just figure out the strategy to beat them, just neutralize that pass, we've got ourselves a win for the Cowboys here. Again, division leaders, again, the Eagles want to make a run. So Eagles got to win, Cowboys got to lose, so Eagles can start catching up here to the Cowboys. But Cowboys must-win situation as well to stay on top. Even the Chiefs, man, 6-4 doesn't guarantee their division as well, because we've got, the Chargers who are sitting at 5-4 creeping up. So you got to be cautious there. Anybody's division there. All right, so moving on here. At home, Seahawks, 2-point dog versus the Cardinals. Kyler Murray, from what I understand, is a game-time decision. 8-2 versus 3-6. Seahawks at home must win here. They got to win this matchup. I mean, Kyler and the Chiefs, Kyler and the Cardinals have such a high, they're 8-2, such a high record. The Seahawks have to win. 3-6, unacceptable. A must win for the Seahawks. I'm taking the desperate team here to win. If you want that upset special of the week, I mean, it's only a 2.5 spread. 48.5 is the over under, but I like the Seahawks here. Must win at home. I'm going with them. Battle of the Birds. And again, Russell Wilson had a bad week. He's due for an up week. Going to be interesting. I like the Seahawks here. Now we're talking here with the Chargers and the Steelers. Steelers must win 5-3. Chargers 5-4. Steelers, Mason Rudolph getting the start apparently until we find out. I haven't seen the update on Big Ben, but if Big Ben plays, I think they could win this. If not, the Chargers 5.5-point favorite, understandably so. Herbert, he's kind of been hot and cold. He's got a tough matchup versus position, when it comes to passing. It's going to be an entertaining one. And I like it that it's 8 o'clock because I got Najee Harris getting primetime action. Again, my top fantasy pick. Going to be entertaining. Eckler, Najee. Let's see who prevails here. All right. So it's going to be a good one here. If Mason starts, it's going to be, it's going to be Herbert for sure. But if Ben starts, we got ourselves a battle. And again, Monday night here, not that exciting. Tampa Bay, 11-point favorite versus the Giants. I haven't got the update on Saquon, but hopefully he starts. Daniel Jones, who are we going to get? 3-6. Daniel Jones and the Giants. What Daniel Jones are we going to get? He's had some good games, but is he going to be strong this week? I don't know. This is one, I got to go Buccaneers here at home. It's a pretty easy one. I think Brady had a tough loss last week. Got to go Buccaneers here, but Daniel Jones and the Giants could make this entertaining. So there's an aspect of this where it could be an upset. It could be entertaining because there is that upside if Barkley comes back. Daniel Jones gets running, plays a good game, gets his receivers in sync. It could be entertaining. It depends on what kind of Brady we're getting. But you're going to probably get a consistent Brady. You're going to have a decent matchup and probably a win for the Buccaneers here, all right? That's Week 11. I can't believe we're here. I'm going to be doing starts and sits Week 11 tomorrow. Go back and check that episode on The Fix Is In. You're going to like it. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys do hit subscribe and leave a thumbs up. Okay, guys? There's the breakdown. We're talking Week 11 NFL football, NFL preview. Subscribe, guys, and lots of content coming your way. We go year round. Subscribe. I'm out.